Good afternoon, everyone. I am Subhashini, a clinical nutritionist working at WildFit, and today I will be presenting a case study of Dr. Pankaj, who is a 30-year-old radiologist. So, when we started the journey, he was 124 kgs and he had experienced a sudden 10 kg weight gain over just 3 months. There were a lot of factors that had affected his life, that is, his demanding work life, frequent travel for medical camps, that was around 4 times a month, high stress, and disturbed sleep patterns had led a lot of changes in his life. So he has also been managing his skin issue, that is Hidradenitis Suppurativa, since grade 12th, and now recently 2 years back it had come again. Also, he had taken a skin treatment wherein because of that his triglyceride and VLDL was elevated. In spite of all of these changes, Pankaj sir was able to have a great journey wherein he lost 7 kg of weight in 4 months with all of the hurdles that were there, and we are still working on his journey. If you see the client profile, he is a 30-year-old person with height of 180 centimeters. His initial weight was 124.1 and his current weight is 117.9. The total weight loss that happened was 6.2 kgs and in a period of 4 months. So, if you see the client history, the primary concerns were sudden weight gain, low energy, increased social habits due to high stress. His sleep was around 5 to 6 hours every night, which was often disturbed. His medical conditions, that is hidradenitis suppurativa, elevated VLDL and triglycerides. Apart from this, there was elevated uric acid, high CRP levels, and increased HbA1c level. When it comes to his lifestyle, there was a low water intake, which was around 4 to 5 glasses per day, which was very low. His gut health, there were complaints of bloating and acidity in the beginning, wherein our current focus was reversing his metabolic risk factors and rebuilding his energy levels with overall health through a structured routine. So, if you see, the case conductors were me as his nutritionist and Firoj sir as his performance coach, telling about his coach. Firoj sir is very what we say, he's very keen about all of his clients, and Pankaj sir, being a client who used to come in the morning around 6 a.m., I've seen कि they had a really great bond, and Firoj sir used to call Pankaj sir कि आप उठे हो क्या, आप आज आए हो क्या. So the push that is required from a coach's side was given from his side. I have seen him working out also, so they really had a fun session wherein there was a lot of talking involved. कि they used to have doubts and Firoj sir has solved a lot of things about him, because if you imagine a person or a bulky person like 124 kgs, the movements in the beginning were very low, and for him it was his daughter who was his inspiration, because I feel family plays a very important role in our transformation journey. May that be a simple 3 months journey or a 6 months journey. Our family plays an important role, because in the first counseling, Pankaj sir did mention कि I want to be as active as my daughter, because I want to play with her. A simple game हो गया, या फिर I want to go with her around in park, because when she is running I can't match her speed, and that is what I would want to match. So this is the thought that he had, and even his wife was very supportive in the entire journey. His wife being a dermatologist, she also had our great support ki she was also there to treat his skin treatment over here. So if you move towards the body analysis report, you can see a comparison between his first BCA and his recent BCA. Moving to the fitness assessment reports, the fitness assessment are telling you about his measurement, his blood pressure test, the fitness test, flexibility test, all of it in depth. You can go through it one by one. Moving ahead, if we see the overview of nutrition. So, for his nutrition, we followed a simple 3 meal plan which every Maharashtrian household has. It was including anti-inflammatory foods, blood sugar friendly foods, high fiber vegetables, good A class quality protein, and healthy fats. If we see, the major changes that we made were is to improve his energy levels, because our focus was to enhance his sleep quality, his energy dip, his gut health concerns, and the dietary habits that he had. So, moving towards the supplementation part, for the foundation phase, we used Livfix, vitamin C, omega 3, and vitamin E. Here, Livfix really played an important role for us, because his inflammation was something which we were dealing from day one, and he also was the first client that I had prescribed Livfix, and this was my case study for the Livfix case study presentation also, which was amazing because he really had great results. If you see his picture, you can see there's a great toning in his face, there's inflammation reduced, and you can notice a change in his skin quality also. Moving ahead to the metabolic fix, we also added advanced fat loss, because the herbs were very helpful for his hormonal balances, and it also added extra fiber to our diet. Magnesium was also one supplement that we added, and vitamin D, because it showed in his result that he had low vitamin D levels. If you see the supplementations, there's explanation of each supplement mentioned over here, how many tablets and how was the dosage, so you can go through it. Now we are dealing with the metabolic fix phase. We completed the foundation phase and now we are in the metabolic fix. Metabolic fix is something where we are dealing with his metabolism. If you see his training part, everything is noted over here and it is self-explanatory. Moving ahead to the first week nutrition plan and workout plan. If you see his nutrition plan, as I explained before also, it is the typical homemade food. You can see thalipit, you can see sprouts, curd, there's bhakri, bhaji, there is rice, there is dal chawal, so all of the basic foods that are available. Only the major part what was there for enhancement, the functional foods, we had amla water, we had methi dana powder, we had chamomile tea which helped him for his sleep, and all of this did help us a lot. So you can go through all the meal plans. So we also introduced intermittent fasting for him after first 10 sessions were done, because it suited. So after first 10 sessions we also introduced intermittent fasting for him, wherein the intermittent window for him was morning 8 a.m. to evening 6 p.m. So he used to wrap his dinner by 6 p.m. and if he had a late night shift or he's working late nights, so I had advised him ki after that if you feel hungry you can have a scoop of whey, which did help him a lot. So if you see, there are all of his meal plans. We had almost around 10 to 12 meal plans which were there for him in past 4 months. Next, moving ahead, you can see his workout progress from May to June. So that is one thing. Moving ahead, there are blood reports, the parameters which made real changes. So first is uric acid. So his uric acid in January was 7.6 and when we checked it in February it came down to 4.6. His CRP levels changed, his HbA1c changed, from 6.2 to 5.9. Moving ahead, you can see the progress over 12 weeks. So the weight from 117.9, that is there, that is changed. Fat mass is also changed. His blood parameters, as I explained, his uric acid, his HbA1c, his CRP levels have changed. Lifestyle improvements, you can see the sleep was lighter before, which was around 5 to 6 hours. Now it is more deeper and restful. 7 hours of sleep is there. After that, you can see his energy levels, they were quite stabilized and more consistent throughout the day. His anxiety was reduced, he was more calm, and there was more of stress relief. Stress management was there, which he was able to do. Moving ahead, his gut health, there was a noticeable improvement in his digestion and overall gut health. If you see, there are few of his meal pictures wherein there's a lot of variety, because his wife and the maid, they were really great cooks and foodies, so they made new things every time. I used to just give them a recipe or major ingredients, and they used to make the recipe what is there. Last but not the least, you have the client feedback over here, which is a very great feedback. So yeah, this is about the case, and thank you so much for letting me explain my case study over here.